Okay, if we are doing a problem with finding all the zeros, that's like problem 17 on your review, you'll notice in the problem it went ahead and gave you a 0. So we know that -5 is a 0 of this graph, which means that we know that it crosses at -5 on the x-axis. So we're going to use synthetic division with this problem, putting our coefficients here to verify that this is indeed a 0. So I'm going to do my synthetic division process. And guys, we got a 0 as our remainder, which is what should happen. Now, this was x cubed. This becomes x squared. So it becomes x squared plus 4x minus 2. Now, we can either factor this or use quadratic formula. For this specific problem, we cannot factor this. It will not work. So we must use quadratic formula. So we identify our A, our B, and our C, coefficients of each, so 1, 4, and -2. We plug it in. We can sing a song to our head, or we can plug it in to the quadratic formula. So we have the opposite of b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, this simplifies, I want to move over, this simplifies to -4 plus or minus the square root of a 16 plus an 8 all over a 2. Further simplification goes into -4 plus or minus the square root of 24 over 2. Now, we cannot turn in an answer like that because the square root of 24 simplifies. So it turns into a -4 plus or minus 2 on the square root of 6 all over 2, which gives me my final answer. We can divide each part by 2. We get a -2 plus or minus the square root of 6. My final answer would say my zeros are, and give set notation, the -5 that they told you at the beginning, and then these two irrational numbers.